going on, guys? JD from New York here, and this is episode number 52, part number 3 of WWE Off The Script, week ending February 15th, 2015, man. Closing out your weekend right here on Off The Script. This is absolutely the #1 fucking source for WWE news and rumors right here on YouTube.com. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support yet again this weekend with Off The Script, man. You guys loved part 1. You guys loved part 2. Let's do the same thing for part number 3, man. I'm going to start every week from now on with Off The Script. I want each and every fucking one of you guys to be in the under 301 club, man. Let's do it for Off The Script. I wish all my videos would fucking do that, man. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying my WWE content. And for those people asking me, JD, why are you uploading so much WWE content, man? Because it's the only thing right now in the fucking cesspool of gaming, especially with the communities going on, that absolutely makes me feel good, man. It makes me feel good to come on here and be me. This is what I like to do, okay? If you don't like it, don't watch. If you don't agree with me, don't watch. There's no reason for anyone to be disrespectful or ask me, JD, fuck the WWE shit. Go and play Call of Duty. No, I'm not. Call of Duty sucks. Call of Duty sucks, man. They got a lot of shit to do to get the game right, to get someone like me to say, you know what, I enjoy playing this game, man. Even though the game fucking blows, I enjoy playing it. That's all I want. And I'm not even going to sit here and rant, man, because I'm in one of these fucking moods today. I don't want to rant. You guys are not here to see me rant. I'll just do another video on that some other time. You guys are here for WWE. You guys are here for news and rumors. You guys are here for Money in the fucking Bank, man. Returning at WrestleMania 31. Is this true? I have not, again, no, it's not The Undertaker, people. Fucking, shit wants to be installed on my computer while I'm recording yet again. Fuck you, Windows 8. You see? This is what happens, man, alright? Yes, a Java update is available. I'll update it, motherfucker, when I'm done talking to my fucking people. Hate this fucking shit, man. This is the kind of mood I'm in, man. You got me right after work on a Saturday night. You guys are going to be seeing this on Sunday. I'm fucking wired. I had a shit day at work. I'm in some fucking mood, people. But you guys want to hear about Money in the Bank? I understand. Let's get right into it. No more fucking ranting from me. Money in the Bank returning at WrestleMania. What a way to start this show off, huh? Money in the Bank returning at WrestleMania 31. There's been a lot of speculation on how WWE will use the NXT superstars at WrestleMania 31. It's been all but confirmed that we'll at least get some NXT matches at WrestleMania Access. But the word now is that the WWE wants NXT presence in WrestleMania 31, man. They want the presence of NXT to be even greater than what we see now on the WWE Network. WWE officials have been working on ways to use several of the top WWE NXT talents in one match at WrestleMania, and multiple ideas have been pitched in creative meetings. One idea pitched is that it's possible we would see NXT talents compete in a Money in the Bank style ladder match. This wasn't mentioned, but presumably Sami Zayn would, this was actually before NXT Rival, okay? So this report is a little bit off, all right? Sami Zayn, they're referring to Sami Zayn as the NXT champion, all right? This wasn't mentioned, but presumably Sami Zayn's NXT title would be on the line. Obviously, he is not the champion anymore. Kevin Owens now. You can replace Sami Zayn with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens' NXT title would be on the line. WWE aired its latest live NXT special on the WWE Network on Wednesday, February 11th. The event, titled NXT Takeover Rival, was another critically acclaimed NXT event, which saw the NXT Championship change hands. Coming out of the event, Reddit user Mets Fan Forever, who claims to be a former WWE employee, published a report about Triple H and his workings in NXT. Interestingly enough, according to the Reddit user, Triple H has formed his own clique inside the developmental promotion. This clique contains 4 NXT stars that would presumably be in this Money in the Bank ladder match with NXT talent at WrestleMania. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, and Hideo Itami. These 4 men are rumored to receive a bit of special treatment within NXT. For example, they are commonly able to get out of vigorous daily training drills. According to the report, Balor will typically voice his criticism about these workouts and just back away. Owens will casually not do them. Zayn is at the point where he is respected enough in the company to not have to do them without getting called out on it. Finally, Hideo Itami will do them every so often, mostly keeping to himself. If head NXT trainer Bill DeMott approaches any of these 4 men about skipping out on the daily drills, they reportedly tell him they don't have to do it. While it isn't too common for DeMott and other trainers to call them out, when they do, there are instances in which Triple H is called over, and Triple H then proceeds to tell the trainers to lay off the 4 individuals. Additionally, these 4 men are flexible in calling their own spots during NXT house shows. There are reports going around that there are times in which Triple H allows some of these men to perform a huge spot, even if the producers tell them no prior to the match. This is big news on all levels right here, okay? Number 1, NXT at WrestleMania. I don't care what they do, NXT this year and every year going forward, as long as it's a developmental brand, because you're always going to have new talent coming up through the ranks. This should be a staple on WrestleMania. I don't care what type of match. I don't care who you get on the card. It should be on pay-per-view, on the WWE Network, on WrestleMania within the 4-hour show. Fans deserve it. Why? Because everyone that attends WrestleMania, you're coming from all over the world, man. You want to be given what the WWE has. You want to be given the best of what WWE has. You cannot give them the best right now without NXT. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And the only reason why NXT won't be put on WrestleMania is because either Vince McMahon doesn't want to fill his show with those types of matches and guys. I don't know why he would not want them on his show. Number 2, they would pretty much embarrass the rest of the WrestleMania card. Up and down, you know for a solid fact that WrestleMania would be given to NXT, man. The one thing that they would take away from WrestleMania is NXT. If they put these types of men, these guys, these 4 men that I just mentioned, plus 2 others, 3 others, in a Money in the Bank style ladder match for the NXT title, can you imagine the fucking 5-star classic we would see at WrestleMania? Everything else on that card would be second best to that. And I don't think Vince McMahon wants to upstage his main roster guys for NXT. So that's the only reason why I don't think that would happen. But realistically, if you're going to pay that type of money, especially if you're coming across the globe to go to San Francisco, California, and watch WrestleMania, if you're paying all these types of money, tickets, hotel room, food, you're spending the week out there, and you're traveling abroad, you're going to see the best that WWE has to offer. So you want to see NXT. I think it makes logical sense for them to be there. That's just me, but I know this probably won't happen. This is a pipe dream. We're all wanting this to happen, and, you know, I hope it does, but the likelihood of it happening, I just don't see it. But the rumors are going around. It's been discussed. It has been talked about in creative meetings. Now it's up to WWE. I know Triple H would fucking try his damnedest to convince Vince McMahon of making something like this happen. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does, man. It would show Triple H in a better light to Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon would see this, and he would watch closely at WrestleMania and see the fucking pure talent that he does have in NXT, and he would have not to worry about anything, man, because he knows the future is in good hands. He gets to see firsthand what these guys can do on the main stage, and what better way to do it than WrestleMania 31, man, in front of 80 fucking thousand people. You think these guys didn't want to live this dream? This is what these guys are working for, man. Give it to them. They're working their fucking ass off. Give them the stage. Give them the fans. Give them the fucking presence of WrestleMania to perform under, man. Give them the spotlights of WrestleMania to perform under. You know, what better way to show you and Vince and the rest of the WWE what you guys really have than to put these hungry WWE superstars, these fucking, these guys who are in their fucking prime, ready to go, young talent, ready to go. What better way to prove to you and the rest of the company what these guys are at WrestleMania? It will be fucking fantastic, man. And the report about Triple H having his own clique with Owens and Zayn and Itami and Baylor. You know what? Fine, that's great. Triple H has taken these guys under his wing, man. You know what? I don't mind that at all. Because you know what that's going to do? You know what that should do for the rest of the NXT roster? It should make them work harder, man. You know, these outsiders who aren't as close to Triple H as these four guys are. If I was someone who wasn't as close to Triple H, say as Sami Zayn is, or Kevin Owens, Itami, you know, I would work my ass off to get to that point, man, because I want to be accepted by Triple H. I want to be in Triple H's clique, man. I want to go out there on a nightly basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. Every time these NXT pay-per-views, these special events come around, I'm going to prove myself that I belong in that clique too, man. So I don't mind that. Triple H, you know what? Some people may say it's favoritism. I don't see it as that, man. I see it as competition. If you want to get in with Triple H like these guys are, work your ass off for it, man. Work harder, okay? Some may say it's favoritism, but obviously all four guys are deserving of Triple H's attention. These are the guys you want to see, you know, carry the fucking torch for the future of the WWE, so why not? Why not? Triple H is backing his reputation in these guys. So what's the problem there, man? He knows that he's got the best talent on the fucking planet in the palm of his hands in the WWE, and he's going to do whatever it takes to make these guys comfortable, to get these guys ready, to get these guys moved up to the next step. I don't blame him at all, man. I like that. I like that. Plus, like I said, it's going to make the other guys who are seeing this on the outside of the circle work even harder, man. Use it as motivation. Go out there and just fucking tear the shit down, man. Tear the house down. Prove to Triple H that, you know what? I want to be in your group too, man. Use it as competition. Use it as motivation. I like it. I don't blame Triple H at all. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you think about a possible Money in the Bank. Who would you have in that match? Do you think WWE is going to do it? Do you think WWE would have the NXT guys outshine the rest of the WrestleMania card? I don't think so, but it's certainly fucking fabulous to think about, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below on that news story, all right? It was noted this week that the Brass Ring Club, the nickname that Cesaro and Tyson Kidd have been unofficially using, came after WWE officials told them to come up with a name for their team, but it wasn't confirmed yet that they would officially be using that name. Officials telling the two to come up with ideas is apparently a part of a big push that Triple H has given the green light to. So we're going to be seeing more of Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, and I've been saying for the last several weeks, I am really, really growing on these guys, man. They're growing on me. I like seeing them. They mesh well together, and they're just a good team, man. Cesaro is fucking talented. Tyson Kidd was always talented, and they didn't have anything for them. And this is what I've been saying, man. You got these guys sitting in the back, and Tyson Kidd was one of them, man. Use his talent. WWE didn't do anything with Cesaro. McMahon was always down on Cesaro, saying that he didn't have what it takes to grab the brass ring. Now look at him. He's got the backing of Triple H. The nickname, the Brass Ring Club. Listen, you're going to tell me I'm not going to be able to grab the brass ring because you don't believe in me? Cesaro's giving a big fuck you to everybody in the WWE, man. He's a talented guy. He's a talented fucking guy. So the Brass Ring Club, Vince McMahon lit that fire under Cesaro's ass, saying, you know what, I don't need to hear this from you, man. I know what I'm worth. I'm going to show you I'm going to grab that brass ring. Great. Push coming because Triple H is backing it, man. He's going to give the green light to push these guys. Triple H is reportedly high on the team of Kidd and Cesaro. Cesaro and Kidd are expected to capture the WWE Tag Team titles before WrestleMania 31, possibly as soon as Fastlane live on the WWE Network. That's great, man. Looking forward to seeing it. And I want the tag team division to flourish, man. Hopefully this is just one step in seeing that happen. According to the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Triple H wants a main event caliber Hispanic superstar in the WWE. Where Alberto Del Rio and Rey Mysterio filled those shoes previously, the company wants to sign a new talent that can step into that spotlight and succeed. The report claims that it is Triple H who is pushing for the WWE to sign new main event Hispanic superstars, and he would want someone of the caliber of a Del Rio. The company wants someone that can work well in the ring and is bilingual and can speak English well so that they can get over with the WWE Universe. Triple H is also wanting someone who is at least 6 foot and well built, which is the typical WWE look. Where reports claim that WWE officials want NXT superstar Kalisto to fill Mysterio's spot on the main roster, Triple H wants a Del Rio, and I use Del Rio in quotes, on the main roster as soon as possible. All for it. If he's great in the ring, I don't mind seeing it. The more, the better, but this is what Triple H wants. And that void obviously is missing right now on WWE. Del Rio is gone. He was let go. Mysterio is about to be let go. They have Kalisto. I don't want to really see another Rey Mysterio on the roster. Like I've been saying, I think Kalisto and Sin Cara work well together. They can both be utilized to capture a part of that Hispanic audience. If Triple H wants to go out and find another Hispanic superstar with the typical WWE build, great. As long as he's not a muscle-bound freak who's got 3 or 4 moves and really doesn't do anything to impress this viewer, man. But this is what Triple H wants. That's the rumor going around. Who knows? In maybe 6 months, we'll be reporting something that they did indeed find their next Hispanic superstar, and I will definitely be reporting that here on Off the Script. But that is what Triple H wants right now for the WWE. A couple other news articles, guys, before I finish up here. One of the company's top performers noted that right now, listen to this story, that right now there is no enthusiasm when it comes to the way the company is booking their storylines. The whole "we are having fun, goddammit" type of speech from Vince McMahon is compared to forcing POWs to sing and dance and pretend that everyone is happy. Another topic of conversation in the company is the bad promos, which I've made light of here on Off the Script very much, and so does Steve Austin. If you listen to the Steve Austin show, Steve Austin always mentions the promos. And Jim Ross as well on the Ross Report, how can you write promos for these guys, these creative writers, and you don't even feel their characters, man? They're trying to live these guys' characters through the creative team. You can't do that. You can't do that, okay? That's going to make for a fucking disaster. So the bad promos, another topic of discussion was the bad promos. There are people who perform for the company that understand the concept of money promos and building anticipation for matches, but those people are considered to be old wrestlers and not sports entertainers, okay? Maybe they should be listening to the old wrestlers, man, because they did it better than anybody. The promos back in the day were only bullet points. You never wrote anything for Steve Austin. You never wrote anything for The Rock. You never wrote anything for Kurt Angle, Edge, Mick Foley, The Undertaker, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, etc., etc. Man, the whole Attitude Era was bullet points, man. You're not going to write promos for these guys and have it sound natural and have it have an impact on a storyline. It's just not going to happen. The way WWE does it now is that they got fucking 20 goons in creative writing each segment for each superstar as if they're out there speaking to the audience, man. And then these guys got to go out and read and memorize a script with no feeling at all, man. Nothing. It just takes them away from the storyline. You want these guys to be invested and excited about a storyline? Have them work on the storyline with the creative team, man. Have them have some input. Give them some bullet points. If they're excited about the storyline, it's going to come better. It's going to come off better on TV. That's what I've been trying to get at, and this is what everyone's trying to get at, man. We as viewers see this. When guys like The Ascension, when guys like Dolph Ziggler even, and Ryback speak in a microphone, it just sounds scripted. When Roman Reigns speaks, it sounds scripted. That's it. When you listened to Austin or The Rock, did they ever sound scripted? When you listened to HBK, When you listen to Bret Hart, did they ever sound scripted? When you ever listen to Mr. Perfect, did he ever sound scripted? No. No. Why does WWE take what they did so well in the past and just frown upon that now in the future? I don't understand that. So those old wrestlers should really be looked upon and, revered when it comes to building promos and, teaching the art of the promo. I just don't understand it. They're not sports entertainers, so they're frowned upon, man. Give me a fucking break. I hate reading shit like this. Okay, the report continues on. It's funny because you can watch NXT and see how that show is laid out, and the show comes across 100 times better than what they put on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown every week. Also, the head promo coach at NXT is Dusty Rhodes, and that is why the show has promos that build up to a feud and match directly. I don't know how much input Dusty had, but the Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens build-up was fantastic. I'm sure those guys can cut their own promos without feedback, but I'm guessing they got input from people like Dusty Rhodes and William Regal. One person in WWE noted that the best thing for the company would be to take Jerry Lawler off commentary on SmackDown and have him as the promo coach for the main roster. Actually, this is a great idea, according to some. However, the negative part of that is that Lawler probably wouldn't want that job, and Lawler will not fight for WWE system, so it would take a change in philosophy at the top for that to work, even if Lawler did take the job. Also, some people may be great in the ring and on promos, but sometimes they are not the best coaches. You see some of that in the mainstream sports sometimes, where there's a guy who is great on the field, but he's not great at teaching others. WWE's really got to get that art down, man. You got to get the art of the promo. If the promo is good and the build is fantastic, it's just going to make everyone's anticipation to see that match even better. It's exactly why we all fucking wanted to see Zayn and Owens, man. The anticipation and the real life fucking feel to it. You knew these guys had history coming in, but when you seen them on under the WWE spotlight and they're yelling at each other and you see the intensity in this feud and in the promos, it just made everything so much better, man. Highlighted everything so much more. And these guys didn't even step in the ring with each other in the WWE ring, man. And everything was fantastic. Match wasn't a 5-star gem, but it got the job done, man. It was fucking great. We seen it on NXT Rival. And if you guys missed my review on that, link is down below in the description. Great fucking show. I love NXT. I can't rave about it any more than I do, man. Dusty Rhodes is doing a great job. Triple H is doing a great job. Whoever is associated with NXT is just doing a fantastic job, man. It brings me back to my old school roots with WWE. It just reminds me so much of why I loved watching WWE growing up. And I commend WWE for that, man. It's literally the best thing on WWE TV right now. But they really do got to get the promos down, man. No kidding. No joking around. They really got to, step it up with the promos. These creative goons got to fucking give more leeway to the WWE superstars, man. You can't have everything fucking scripted. It just sounds so fucking terrible when it comes across on TV. And I really wish they would change that aspect of the company. I really do. And finally, guys, the WrestleMania pre-show is scheduled to start at 3 p.m. local in San Jose, okay? This is an interesting story. That would mean it would be 6 p.m. Eastern. One thing to note is that most of the show will be in the daylight because of the time difference, so it will be interesting to see what they do for the Undertaker and Bray Wyatt's entrances on that show, unless they decide to put the match on very late in the show when it becomes nighttime. WrestleMania 9 was an outdoor show in Las Vegas at Caesars Palace, and the daylight wasn't as big of a deal as it is now because they didn't do entrances as elaborate as they do now. If you saw that show, if you remember that show, okay, though you could see how some of the things they did on that show would have worked better if it was in the nighttime. Lex Luger's entrance, for example, featured women holding mirrors in the middle of the ring while he posed, and they had pyro shoot out of the top of the mirrors. The wind was blowing, so it affected how the pyro came off, and it looked cheesy since the sun was out. That year, they also had The Undertaker come out with a black crow. All right, WrestleMania 9. Really, I didn't care for WrestleMania 9. The only matches I really cared about for WrestleMania 9 was Tatanka versus Shawn Michaels. And I believe Mr. Perfect fought Lex Luger, I believe. I think he fought Lex Luger. I think that was the same show that had Razor Ramon versus Bob Backlund, Crush versus Doink the Clown. You had the Mega Powers, or Brutus Beefcake, and Hulk Hogan versus Ted DiBiase and IRS for the tag team titles. And that's when Bret Hart fought Yokozuna, and Hulk Hogan came out and challenged Yokozuna after he beat Bret and won the title in 15 seconds. Really wasn't all that great of a show, but that opening match with Tatanka and Shawn Michaels, man, that was probably the best match of the night. But just thinking back to that, man, just reliving my childhood for that. That's why I love WWE, man. You never forget that type of shit. But it is going to be interesting to see what WWE does with The Undertaker and Bray Wyatt, because their entrances are all dark and, they're dreary and they're whatever. It's evil. Bray Wyatt comes out with the fucking lantern. What is he going to come out with if he's got daylight? So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how WWE manages that. Maybe they will put the match on later on in the show when it becomes nighttime. So, like I said, it is going to be interesting to see how WWE handles that type of situation in outdoors for WrestleMania 31. But that is off the script, guys. Thank you so much for watching me this week. I hope you enjoyed all of the videos this weekend, parts 1, 2, and this one, part 3. If you guys missed parts 1 and 2, links are down below at the top of the description. Please go and check them out if you did miss it or if it didn't hit your sub boxes. If you guys are not subscribed to this channel, please, what the fuck are you waiting for, bro? Hit that subscribe button, because this is literally the #1 fucking source. It may not be right now. I know it is, man. That's why I say it. But if you guys don't think so, it will be. All right, we're going to be fucking a huge force to be reckoned with right here on YouTube.com. We are the #1 fucking source for WWE news and rumors right here on YouTube.com. If you guys want more additional wrestling content, Joe Cronin Show and Chairshot Reality at WrestleZone.com with my man Justin LaBar, Josh Eisenberg, and Brian Ghoulish. Go check those guys out on WrestleZone.com. They also got a YouTube page for Chairshot Reality as well. Everything you guys need is linked down below for both him, Chairshot Reality, and Joe Cronin Show. All right, guys. I'll be back with Monday Night Raw review on Tuesday, and then obviously I'll be back here next week for Off the Script number 53, guys. I'm going to work on some stuff. Until then, take care. Hit that thumbs up. Let's get to the 301 and under club. If you're going to be a part of that club, man, please hit that like button. Greatly appreciate it. Gets my channel out there and my content out to a wider audience. So I'll see you guys on Monday Night Raw review, guys. Until then, take care, and I will talk to you later. Have a great weekend.